Hello again, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott, talking to you today from the Moore Team Meeting Room over here at Founders Park. Gamecock baseball season underway, and we thought it would be appropriate to come here to Founders Park. A little bit later on, we will visit with Mark Kingston, the head coach of Gamecock baseball, and get a preview for the upcoming season. But we start things off today talking men's basketball. South Carolina hosted Legends Weekend, brought back a lot of the all-time greats, and we had a chance as South Carolina took on Arkansas to maybe get a glimpse of the future in terms of legends in the making. Let's look at the highlights of South Carolina's win over the Razorbacks.
Yes, sir. You know I'm good, right? Let's go, Biz. I hear the troubles coming for me, death is at my doorway. Fear says I'm a Paris rover.
Here's an open free throw. Hasse in the corner, and that's a tray. Gives to grab it. Catch and shoot three on the way to the right side, and it's good for Hassan.
I don't know what they feeling, I don't know what they thinking. Bro, my soul's invincible like Mario when he blanket. Yes, sir. Might not win a Grammy or get another Stella, but I'll get rewards from my Lord. It ain't nothing better. I might not Jordan again, I might not sell a million, but I've been purchased.
Lawson on the reversal, open again in the corner, and rattles in another three-pointer.
I'm good as dead if I lose mine, or the ability to use it. Far from a rat dummy, you can't take that from me. The throne is outside of this music.
Deshaun Bryant rises and hits from three.
In the outfit they try to line me in, yeah. So before they try to box me in, and double away the key I'm releasing.
AJ hits his third.
Boy on this conscious.
To Lawson, another three up and in. AJ feeling it today. Right side, open three for Gravel. Yes.
Thinking they running me for the jewels. The mind is dangerous when you aiming, so when I go, I'm leaving the slave shipping what I came with. Yeah.
Grab it. Defender fell down, so Asani steps into a three, and it is right on the mark. Silva there, blocks it. Grab it. Works it ahead to Keyshawn. Bryant will give to Lawson, and his layup from low on the left is good. A.J. Lawson gets the bucket, and there was a foul.
Yeah. Man, you know you got the throne. Looking at you, man, I know you're not a gone.
Ahead to Lawson. Alley-oop to Bryant. Block.
That's the heart for the Lord, I rap to the death. I would hate for y'all to look me in my eyes, catch feelings like the sun and try to throw shade behind my
Grab it, steps in with help, steals it. He will run. Kick out to Bryant. Keyshawn drives it to the elbow, puts up the mid-range, and it is money all day long.
one time on my knees, go ahead and throw shots at me now.
And his finger roll on the Euro step is there.
Get away, 'cause it ain't nothing to see. Nah. Yeah.
Here's Keyshawn, takes the handoff, spin move, finger roll, count it. Oh my, what a move.
Seeing the things we believe there's a difference. Change of class folks missing.
On Legends Weekend, a couple of newcomers, freshmen, are the stars. South Carolina defeats the Razorbacks 77-65. You can put Spurs on this one, and it's AJ and Keyshawn who do the work, as Carolina improves to 7-3 in the SEC, 12-11 overall.
Speaking the same language.
The win over Arkansas allowed South Carolina to match last season's mark for total SEC wins. So hopefully going to stack a few more of those on the board before we are done. When we come back with more of Gamecock Insider, we'll take a closer look at the Legends Weekend festivities, especially the recognition of Matt Cradell, the longtime equipment manager of South Carolina men's basketball, an icon around this program who just retired. It's a great video, and we hope you stay tuned for it here on Gamecock Insider.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe, where great food rocks. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run.
Whatever party you got going in the back, we got the business up front.
During this year's certified South Carolina grown Palmetto series, we're promoting Fresh on the Menu, a program that connects South Carolina farmers with area restaurants to bring you meals made with fresh, locally grown ingredients. Or try creating your own Fresh on the Menu meals at home. So download the Fresh on the Menu app today and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste. And go Gamecocks!
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Hey Gamecock fans, want free basketball tickets? You heard us, free basketball tickets. Right now, only at Buy Low, you can get 2 tickets to a Gamecocks basketball game when you spend just $40 in store. But you better be quick, basketball fans. Buy Low has limited tickets up for grabs. So what are you waiting for? Go grab your groceries and your free Gamecocks tickets today. Buy Low is the premier grocery partner of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. Time for the Palmetto Health Injury Report. South Carolina men's basketball has been dealing with just a plethora of injuries all season long. None more significant than Justin Minaya, returning starter to this team. He injured a knee back in December and had been hoping to rehab in a manner that would allow him to rejoin the team. But the decision was made this past week that Justin would indeed take a medical red shirt. He will sit out the remainder of this season. He'll be back full go next year, and we'll get that year of eligibility back. So best of luck to Justin in that rehabilitation as he continues to climb back to be a part of the Gamecock basketball program. Now we talk a little bit about another Gamecock basketball focal point. That was Legends Weekend, and of course this year in particular it was special because of the recognition for just retired equipment manager Mac Cradell. Mac's been around this program for so very long. He means so much to people who have played here, who have coached here. Really anyone who's been around the Gamecock basketball program knows what Mac means to that program and the commitment he's given to that program.
Congratulations, Mac, and thank you for 46 wonderful years of service.
Mac, I've never met someone more passionate or dedicated to their job.
Mac is Dwayne Notice.
Money Mac, what's up, man? It's PJ Dozier.
You always gave me great advice.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Mac used to be the pride and joy of South Carolina.
I'm thankful to be able to call him a friend after all these years.
I'll never forget the stories that we had.
From all of us, we love you tremendously.
I love you so much, man. There's nothing bad I can say about you, Mac.
And I want to thank him for making me and my family feel at home here in South Carolina.
In all my time in basketball, I've never come across somebody who cared about people as much as you.
Thank you so much for what you've done for me and my family and countless other Gamecocks throughout the years.
And my 8 years with you was incredible. You deserve to enjoy yourself and your family. I actually never thought I'd see the day where you would retire.
Gamecocks are losing a great Gamecock and even greater person.
When all the great Gamecocks come together for one last meal, you will have a seat at that table.
You deserve nothing but the best.
Hey Mac, this is Alex English. I want to thank you for everything that you've done to this university.
You have been truly special. You've been more than a friend. You've been a family member.
For all your support, all your love and things over the years. Miss you, love you, and enjoy your retirement, man. You deserve it.
So again, Matt, congratulations, and I love you.
Enjoy your retirement. Well deserved.
Can't tell you how much I appreciate your help, your friendship, and the lifelong partnership that we created.
I didn't realize so many people thought that much of me. And it really just overwhelmed me.
What a great weekend it was for Gamecock basketball and the Legends, and really a special day for Matt Cradell. When we come back with more of Gamecock Insider, we are talking baseball. The season is underway, and Mark Kingston gives us a preview for the 2019 Yardcocks. Stay with us.
Learn about the deadly dangers of prescription drugs and opioids. Help end the epidemic in South Carolina, because painkillers can be just plain killers.
Dr. Norris, can you sign my Tacoma?
I'll be glad to.
From the fist of a legend rises a new action star. A hero who's there to save the day. So fearless, so rugged, he's tough as Chuck.
You replaced me with a truck?
Get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2019 Toyota Tacoma. That's just 0% APR on the Toyota Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Win the opportunity to be the next Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the court. Winners receive 2 tickets, pregame court passes, and autographed merchandise. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Court is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage. Join us every week at Wild Wing Cafe for Carolina Calls from 7 to 8 o'clock. Wild Wing Cafe is Columbia's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times. Tune into Carolina Calls every week and go to wildwingcafe.com for more information. Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. Baseball has arrived. Mark Kingston is good enough to spend a few minutes with us talking about the season that is just underway. Coach, glad to have you back on the show, and I know you're glad to be back out here.
Yeah, no doubt. Great to be in Founders Park. We've got a sunny day today and hoping to have great weather this weekend. So a lot of hard work's gone into the off season, and now I know our guys are anxious to get on that field.
Let's talk about those guys. You've got a lot of new faces. Obviously, the good news is you had the most players ever drafted at this school. The bad news is all those guys basically are no longer part of your program. What's it been like this year getting to know so many new faces and evaluating who fits where?
Well, it's not quite like last year. Obviously, last year we had to learn the whole roster and the entire team. Now it's just about half the team. So it's not quite the challenge as last year was. Now we just have to get everybody up to speed, what the competition level is, what's the best role for each guy. That'll take a little bit of a time. You can try to figure that out in practice, but until you really start playing those games under the lights in front of the big crowds, you just don't know how guys will react. So that's going to be the big challenge early on.
Pitching is always so important to any baseball team. You lost your Friday and your Saturday guy. How does the rotation set up right now, and are you still maybe figuring it out yourself?
Yeah, we'll start with Carmen on Friday night. We're close to making that final decision on Saturday, Sunday, and then the weekday guys. But I think you're looking at Carmen starting it, Sawyer closing it at the end there in close games, and then everybody else in the middle, we're trying to figure out the best role for them. So you'll see some guys be looked at in different roles, and then hoping that by the time we get to the SEC, we know exactly where everybody fits.
Terminix Pest Player of the Week. Let's talk about a Pest Player of the preseason. Who has put together the best few weeks for you in terms of getting themselves ready for this year?
That's a good question. I mean, a lot of guys have played really well in the preseason. We'll call TJ Hopkins the player this week. He's done the most to try to get himself ready in the training room and the weight room, and so we're all keeping our fingers crossed that he can have a very healthy and successful season.
TJ's a guy who can be so pivotal. The record with his team last year when he played versus when he didn't was drastically different, and he's a five-tool guy. So when you talk about making best use of him and guys like Olsen, who you know what they are, what's the key for them in terms of helping you maximize what this season can be about?
Well, number one, they need to be productive players, and they are. Last year, Jake had the 20 doubles and the 12 homers. Now we want to get his average up to where it was the previous year and kind of have the complete year. TJ, as you mentioned, when he plays, we generally win. So they're both very important. They need to start with being productive on the field, but they've also been very good leaders for us and kind of setting the tone for the rest of the team, how you go about your business, how you respond to things. So two very important players for us.
Freshmen are always going to be impactful in college baseball. Anybody that jumps out at you so far that you think has come in, ready to play this level of baseball?
Yeah, from a position player standpoint, you're looking at Brady Allen probably will play a lot, especially early. You're looking at Seitler has the potential to play, still trying to iron out some of the rough edges, but he has a lot of potential that we're working with. Dylan Harley is one of the young freshman pitchers that has a chance to pitch a lot for us, and a lot of other guys, the Sweats, the Daniel Lloyds, those guys are some talented players, and just a matter of giving them their opportunities.
Well, the park looks great. I know you're ready to get going, and we are too. Thanks so much for your time, and we'll look forward to visiting with you throughout this season.
Okay, can't wait to see the fans out here.
That's Mark Kingston, and we will be back with more of the Gamecock Insider in just a moment. Stay with us.
Hey, Bob.
Frank, how do you get people to watch for the warning signs of heart disease?
Yeah, heart disease is the #1 killer in the state of South Carolina. You need to go get checked so you know your numbers, then you can lower your risk.
Coach, but how do you get people on board?
This is a team game. We need to do better, and we will. So go get your blood pressure checked. You too, Bob.
Coach.
Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. Are we gonna do what they say can't be done? We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch old bandit run.
Whatever party you got going in the back, we got the business up front.
During this year's certified South Carolina grown Palmetto series, we're promoting Fresh on the Menu, a program that connects South Carolina farmers with area restaurants to bring you meals made with fresh, locally grown ingredients. Or try creating your own Fresh on the Menu meals at home. So download the Fresh on the Menu app today and follow your team at palmettoseries.com. It's a matter of taste. And go Gamecocks!
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Good hard work has earned Brooke Gostomski the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the volleyball team, Gostomski is a sophomore pharmacy major with a 4.0 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm Derek Scott. The South Carolina softball team got its season underway last week with a trip south of the border, played a tournament in Mexico. They're back home now, had the home opener Friday. It's the Gamecock Invitational. Let's take a look at all the pageantry from opening day. Nothing like opening day on the diamond. Now this from My Carolina.
My Carolina is giving back to the place that gave me so much.
My Carolina is lifelong learning and finding my home.
My Carolina fosters opportunities for endless growth.
My Carolina is friends, family, and a place to call home.
My Carolina is a lifelong connection to my alma mater.
Learn about the deadly dangers of prescription drugs and opioids. Help end the epidemic in South Carolina, because painkillers can be just plain killers.
Hey! Norris, Can you sign my Tacoma?
I'll be glad to.
From the fist of a legend rises a new action star. A hero who's there to save the day. So fearless, so rugged, he's tough as Chuck.
You replaced me with a truck?
Get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2019 Toyota Tacoma. That's just 0% APR on the Toyota Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Only Verizon was ranked #1 by RootMetrics. #1 in 3 Open Signal Mobile Experience Awards. #1 in video streaming according to Nielsen. And #1 in network quality according to J.D. Power. And that's why the only network to win in all 4 major awards is the one more people rely on. Experience America's most reliable network on the best device, iPhone. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy another and Apple Music on us too.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks, and by Wild Wing Cafe, where great food rocks. Gamecock Insider is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
Back one final time here at Founders Park as we wrap up this week's edition of Gamecock Insider. Speaking of this great ballpark, if you join us on next week's show, we will show you some highlights from opening weekend of the 2019 season. You don't want to miss that. Plus, of course, we will continue to follow the exploits of Gamecock men's and women's basketball. So join us then. And until then, I'm Derek Scott. Thanks for joining us. This has been Gamecock Insider.